what has consistently happened is that the United States has projected the image of the Taliban as a simple terrorist organization, at the very least. And then, made it appear as if it was just a matter of time before they would be, finished. But then the reality has been very different because the Taliban, as we all know, was in government in Afghanistan. So a simple terrorist group cannot be in government. So the fact that they were in government and they were in government after a period of political vacuum in Afghanistan, and they brought order and law and order into the country at a time when it was very chaotic in the early part of the 90s, so between 90 96. And when the Taliban came to power in 96, so they brought about a semblance of order. Yes, they had a very radical ideology, the Islamic ideology. And so it was, and they continued, and eventually, when they also became very close to Osama bin Laden and Al Qaeda, what they basically did was they refused to hand him over after the World Trade Center attack. And then the US, like all of us know, US invaded Afghanistan, and within days, the Taliban was ousted from power. So it was all looked very simple, the US being a superpower and etc., along with the multinational forces. The Taliban was no match for any of them. No, so they were not. But what has happened in the last 20 years is that the Taliban has stayed quiet. They have, planned very carefully, and they have been tactically very, very shrewd. They have laid low when it was necessary, and also they also got the continuous backing of the Pakistani deep state. So all this put together, and the United States, it not only invaded Afghanistan, less than 2 years after it invaded Afghanistan, it looked at Iraq, it targeted Iraq, and it got caught up in Iraq and in a massive way. To that extent, it neglected Afghanistan. And all these these two factors particularly have played a huge role in, the current turn of events. The army, what it basically goes to show is that an army is not just an organization. It, in some ways, it has to be rooted to the ground reality. And in this particular case, the Afghan army that was created by the United States was in some ways, it did not seem to be very rooted to the reality of Afghanistan. And also, if you look at the Taliban was heavily rooted in amongst the local people. They were with the people, so they also had a massive support from the people at large across Afghanistan. And these came to play when they eventually turned around and started, the attacks on the Afghan army and many of these cities which were in control of the Afghan government. So this is one important reason why the Afghan army couldn't stand up to the Taliban, because the Afghan army was created after the US invaded Afghanistan from scratch, because there was no army in 2001 October after the Taliban was ousted. And so the creation of the army, the US took it upon itself as some kind of a organization. They of course poured in a lot of money. They also gave in a lot of training, and they had some pretty good equipment as well. But actually, when it came to the fight, you also need to have the stomach to fight. So in the case of the Afghan army, that was missing. Because they were not able to, in some ways, it was not integrated with the larger reality of Afghanistan. So, that was the reason why you suddenly saw that this big force with such a huge number, say, even if it's 300,000, they just quickly disintegrated as if, there were some local Boy Scouts, Let's look a little bit back. What happened prior to the US invasion of Iraq? Soviet Union had invaded Afghanistan in 1979, and they're there for 10 years. and they were completely, worn out by the fight that the resistance that they faced, and they were unable to hold on to Afghanistan, and they withdrew in around 18 and 19. That is one lesson. And in the past, the British during colonial times had again tried something similar of occupying Afghanistan, and it ended in a real tragedy for them, in terms of the loss of lives and the loss of face. So it's not as if the United States was the first to go into Afghanistan and try capturing or occupying or controlling Afghanistan. It has not been. It has not happened in the past. So there was no reason that it should have worked this time, and that is one thing. The other thing is, knowing this historical reality, the US should have been even more careful. But on the contrary, not only were they not careful, they also were a little casual about the manner in which they went about it. And I think their excessive dependence on allies, the NATO allies, particularly the multinational forces, to do what they expected them to do was also, I think, a huge mistake, a strategic mistake. And there was also no clear thought as to why they were in Afghanistan. Yes, they went to Afghanistan to capture Osama bin Laden. They did capture him in 2009. So the point is, after that, I'm sorry, I think it was 2011, if I'm not mistaken. So, Osama bin Laden was finished. It's taken 10 more years after that. So their vision itself was not very clear. Why they were in Afghanistan, what they were trying to do there. Okay, so all these things, factors played, and then on top of it, the distraction in Iraq. So I think the US overreached itself in Afghanistan.